Hey, hey, hey. Cooking with your girl, Judy. Listen, y'all, I am so overwhelmed. I'm going to get into this, but I'm going to get into this thing here I got to tell y'all about. I made a buttermilk pie the night before last night. And one of the YouTubers channel made it also. And it turned out perfect. It did. It really turned out perfect. This pie you can't go wrong with. It's just a pie you can't go wrong with. Even though it looked different from my pie, I'm quite sure it turned out perfect. Her name is, the name of her YouTube channel is Blessed 143 Maria Pusa, or either it's MARIPOSA. I don't want to pronounce it wrong because I'm bad with pronunciations. It's Blessed 143 Maria Pusa, MARIPOSA. She made it, and she gave me a shout out, and I appreciate it. And I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm really happy that she did that, and I would like for y'all to go on her channel and check her out. She did a smoked sausage shrimp jambalaya one night, and I enjoyed looking at it, and that's it. Okay, let me get on here because I want to make this video real quick. I'm making today a squash dressing. I like to say a casserole, but the casserole has cheese in it. You do casserole different from the dressing. Okay, you remember that time about 2 days ago I made squash? I'm using the leftover squash, so I'm not going to use a lot of seasonings. But if you don't have leftover squash and you go to the store and you buy squash, remember that one squash is maybe 1 cup. So I've got about maybe 3 cups of leftover squash here, and I have onions in here already. If you go to that page or whatever and run my squash casserole, you'll see that it's onions. It's a lot of onions in it. So I'm not going to use onions today. And this is about 3 cups. And I'm not going to use a lot of butter because can't you see the butter in here? As I turn it, it's already enough butter in here. And that's the difference when you do it from leftover squash than the squash that you buy at the store. You know, just the plain squash. Okay, I'm going to use some bell peppers. And I used the red and bell peppers in here, red and orange, bell peppers in here because I won't be using bell peppers in 2 or 3 days, and I didn't want them to go bad, so I chopped them up, and I chopped I chopped them up. I didn't want them to go bad, okay? And you'll need celery, chopped celery, about 1 cup. And this is about 2 cups of bell pepper. Okay, you'll need 3 eggs, a can of cream of chicken, poultry seasoning. As I say it all the time, I don't like sage. I hate sage. So I use poultry seasoning. And a small pan of cornbread. The little bitty pan, not the small pan, but I'm going to say it's like the medium-sized pan of cornbread. Okay? Now I'm going to get started. I think I have everything out here. I don't have seasonings. But if you use like regular squash, like squash not cooked, you have to put your seasonings in there. The seasonings of your choice. So these squash have already been seasoned up and they're still good. We just didn't eat them all. Okay? So I'm going to go on the other side and start sauteing my bell pepper, celery, and onion. Okay, I'm gonna put like maybe a tablespoon of butter in my I never can call the name of this thing. I'm gonna call it a cast iron skillet until I can remember the name. Into the skillet. Okay? I'm going to try to stay out the picture because I got my pajamas on. Alright? Yeah, I'm going to stay out of that picture. Okay. I'm going to saute my celery, bell peppers, and remember, we're not going to put onions. You would have to put onions in yours if you just have the fresh squash, okay? And you can use the fresh squash. You can buy squash in a frozen squash or whatever, okay? So let me saute these up, get these really translucent, and let me get them right, okay? Okay, y'all, we got them vegetables all done up. And I'm going to add now, and I'm going to leave it in my, and I found the name of it. It's a Dutch oven. Dutch oven. Ooh, I can never think of the name of it. I've got them all translucent, sauteed up. Okay, now, and I'm going to leave them in this Dutch oven to mix everything up. So now I'm going to add the squash that I cooked 2 days ago, along with that butter in there. Okay? And I've turned it off. I've turned off the eye. And that's about maybe 3 cups. Let's say that's 3 cups of squash. Sauteed squash and onions, along with the bell peppers and the celery. Okay? Now I'm going to add about 4 cups, or maybe 3. I'm adding that whole pan of cornbread, and it came out to be maybe 4 cups, a little over, well, 3 cups and a half of cornbread. Okay. Now I'm adding the cream of chicken, and that's the generic brand, but it's good. It's just a little cheap. Tastes the same. Putting the cream of chicken in, and I'm going to add maybe a teaspoon of poultry. I'm going to mix it up real good. Three eggs. And if you want to put cheese in yours, you can. And I'm going to put a little bit of chicken broth in. About a half a cup of chicken broth. Okay, I'm going to mix it up real good, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my squash casserole mixed up really, really good. I'm going to butter my pan. Because I don't want it to stick around the sides. My casserole dish. Okay. Now I'm going to spoon it in because that thing's heavy. And I don't want to strain the muscle. Okay. Now, like I say, this is already cooked squash. And if you go to the store and buy the squash not cooked, you have to still boil it. And remember, each squash is a cup. One squash is a cup of, Okay? I've got my oven on over here on 350. And I'm going to put it in that oven and let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. And this is what you can do with your leftover squash if you have any leftover. And this is a good southern dish. Them ladies up there upstate, they call it stuffing. Well, they use stuffing. Us in the South, we make dressing. Okay? Now I'm going to stick it in the oven for about 45 minutes to maybe an hour. Because all we're really cooking is the egg. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Here's my squash dressing. This is a really good little side dish. I'm going to break it open because I want to see what the inside looks like. And remember, this was cooked with a couple of day-old squash. Let me get a fork and try it. I know it's going to be good. It's been smelling good for about 45 minutes. Really, I cooked it about maybe an hour. I wanted to get the top of it sort of crisp and golden brown. So I'm going to get me a fork and I'm going to try it. Look at it. And it's a little on the real hot side because it just come out of the oven. Oh, this is good. This is so good. It's just hot. You can't hardly taste it. You have to swallow, chew it around in your mouth and swallow it around and take it down. This is real, real good. And I got just a little bit on my fork because I want it to cool off. This is good with chicken, pork, beef. This is just a really good little side dish. This is so good. There you go. Squash dressing. I would like for you to subscribe, like, and comment to my squash dressing. Y'all be humble. Stay blessed. And have a good day. And listen, y'all, after all this, everything's going on, this pandemic or epidemic or whatever's going on, how would y'all like the world to turn out after everything is over with? I said, I hope after everything is over with, I would like the world to become united. Unity. That's what we need. More smiles and more laughter and just happiness. Because this is something. Being locked in like this. I mean, we hadn't went on lockdown, total lockdown, but I'm locking myself in. Myself. The only time I really get to go out is to run to the grocery store and get something. And I run in real quick and get what I have to get, and I come out. So I would like unity in the world. Peace and happiness. That's what I want. Okay? So, y'all ain't got to go home. But you got to get up out of here. Bye for now.